Who the hell is this?
Hey, Mike, it's Cunnuck. How are you, brother?
Good. What are you up to? What are you up so late for? It's like it's not Mike in the night. It's Mike in the morning.
No, it's only 10:30 right now in Barrie.
Okay. Oh
Not
yeah.
that late.
Yeah. I'm just feeling that it's a lot later because I've been talking for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know. I just want to say, I don't want you to give up on people around your neighborhood. You're always going to get. I know you had a video out that people were lashing at you. And,
Yeah, it's just
but,
we're just trying to find out who these people, who these personas are, who all these people are making these accounts, and if these are real accounts, why are these people attacking me and my wife and messaging my customers in my store?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Who knows? Maybe they're real estate agents. Who knows, right?
Yeah,
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows.
But that's, as long as everybody's good, buddy, that's all you got to worry about.
Yes. So, Mario, what's going on, buddy, with these companies getting shut down because of fraud?
Well, we have Fortress Development, as we know. They're huge. There's apparently companies that invested up to $920 million. They've only accounted for close to 400. So there's 500 and change missing, or you could say a lucrative disappearance. We have mortgage companies that are tied in, and they go bankrupt before the investigation starts. So you know they're guilty right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of Fortress Development, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Toronto Real Estate Board investing money there too.
You know what the problem is, Mario, and I think I've come to terms with this. Do you know why people are breaking the law left, right, and center?
To survive.
Yes, but do you know why these bigger companies that have a lot of money are doing it? Is because nobody's getting penalized. No one's going to jail anymore.
No. And nobody's being accounted for it. So they'll blame a company, but they don't blame the individual that practices it, right?
Yeah, it's
they'll
always
just blame a company, and there's no names.
Yeah. Are you seeing incentives there? Free cars if you buy a condo? I saw a lot of advertising for that.
Well, I had a couple guys sending me messages, and also when I got on your live stream, on your message, they said invest condos in Barrie. People got to understand, in Barrie, even when it was slow, I'll even go back. When I was framing in Barrie, in 1995, they were giving out free cars because they couldn't sell the houses up here. Okay? So now what's happening is the biggest developer that's up in Barrie is Pratt Homes. So I'm not trying to, like I said on my videos, I'm not here to criticize any builder. I wish them all well.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Mike, we've always said it. We're investing into structure that we don't need. We don't have the capacity for room for cars to drive on, roads to be fixed on. We're spending on structure, homes, and condos. So they've advertised now when you're driving, there's not a soul in the sales office during the week. When I pass, I go jogging every night, and there's nobody in there except the people that work there. And they have all these signs outside. Yeah, they sold phase one because people can understand. How do you sell a product that's a hot market? It's because they put very little deposit to save their spots.
Mm-hmm.
So they're asking for $15,000 for a $500,000 room in the sky. They ask for a $15,000 deposit, and they give you 3 to 6 months to pay it. Now, if you're making $80,000 to $75,000, let's say, that'd be easy for you to pay if you don't own a home. But at the end of the day, when you have to close, and I'm telling you, Mike, the people that are walking away from these deposits
Mm-hmm.
are unbearable. There's just in Angus alone, a one builder, I just told you last time, 7 people walked away, $60,000. They walked away from their homes.
Well, they'd rather lose 60 large than go in the hole even further, right?
I'm not trying to say they're suckers for walking away. I
No.
think the people that are closing and getting their parents and relatives to help them for their down deposit are going to be the suckers.
Well, because
we're going to have a rise of bankruptcies by 2019. You said it before, and I'm going to guarantee it by February, March. we're going to be at a 30% increase of bankruptcies.
Oh, easy, especially with people that were paying interest only, or people that have HELOCs or second mortgages now that they have to start paying down with higher interest rates. Now the Bank of Canada raised interest rates this morning.
That's right. And you know what upsets me, Mike? When the government lets all this free money and free loaning and free 85 to 90% on homes be so exercised like it's a normal thing in Canada, where we should step back and say, no, you get a mortgage on your house, you cannot get a second mortgage on the house.
Okay.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're getting at. We're getting at a problem where people, like you said it perfect. ATM machine of their homes. Mm-hmm. That's what's happening.
I've been saying that for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. And now you have people getting a third mortgage and almost a fourth mortgage, and just trying to pay, and that's what we're living on. Now, Mike, did you see the new car sales in the States? What's happening?
Oh, they're especially Europe. Did you see Europe too?
Yeah.
Huge decline in Europe, 28% decline. You know why? People aren't buying the Mercedes and the BMWs and stuff because they can't take the equity out of their homes to buy these fancy cars to compete with their neighbors.
Yeah, and another thing, Mike, you said it the other day. You remember they were talking about the student loans and all that? The federal government, a beautiful liberal government, wrote them off. I think it was, how much money was it?
I don't know, like $1 billion?
I think it was 1.8 billion or something like that they wrote off. Mm-hmm. So now they wrote it off. Let me ask anybody out there that does, even somebody that does these loans should be on your show, or somebody that works on that side. They don't have to give us their real name. Mm-hmm. How many are actually foreign exchange students? Did we ever look into that? Did we ever let these people come into our country, go to school, and you know and I know, CIBC had this big advertising, oh, you could be a foreign exchange student. As long as you have 20% down, we'll give you a mortgage on that house. Mm-hmm. So how many did we sell of those like that? How many did they default on those payments or default on student loans? What's the percentage? Now you have Chrysler that we had to give them a write-off of $2.6 billion. So we as taxpayers had to swallow that again. And you got Bombardier, how many times we've helped them. And what's next? And that's why people have to understand one thing. If we do not put people in power that we think is going to be right, and I understand, a lot of people in Toronto are upset. I've been talking to a lot of people up here when Faith came in third. They didn't even mention it in the media, number one. Mm-hmm. Number two is she could have got a lot more votes if she was able to publicize her campaign properly, but of course it's not done. And I feel sorry for who's ever living in Toronto. I really feel sorry for them, because the next 4 years nothing's going to get done except more condos going up, more debt is going to be there, and there's nobody watching their backs. And I'm telling you right now, if people think that this market nothing's going to happen, everybody has a free opinion. I don't mind that. But I can, Mike, you know and I know, I can't see this country going the way it's going.
Oh no, it can't go any. It just can't go any further, dude. It's at the point of the point of no return has passed. Now we're at the point of free fall for everything.
Yeah, and I'm going to look into that investment of the oil and the gas.
No, I'm going to be really frank with you, Mario. I don't know anything, but I'm going to tell you as a friend. I honestly think that a lot of oil is severely undervalued. You got stocks that were once at $50, $60 a share trading for $3 right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told my wife. We're going to start investing into that.
Well, be careful. Do your research, okay? Don't take my word on anything. Just do your research. Look at it. Look at the companies. You know what I'm looking at those companies, Mario?
Yes.
I'm looking at the collateral they have, how much infrastructure they own, how much trucks they have, how much debt they have. These companies are enormous, and when you're buying $2-3 shares that should be worth $50 a share, that's a freaking bargain.
That's right.
But you know why?
Because
These
they'll buy it back. They'll buy it back and pay even more than what it's worth.
and you know what?
Because they know it's going to go up.
Of course, but you know what? You know what, Mario? It's not like these .com companies or these Mickey Mouse companies that have $1,000 or $10,000 in assets. I'm talking about these guys have hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in assets and land and drilling rigs and offshore rigs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And it's just, and I said it to you before, and I told Steve the plumber, he didn't believe me, that we're going to see our government do something that we've never seen done before. Never seen done before. Think about it, Mike. How else would you make this market keep going? There's got to be something they're thinking of or doing behind the scene, and they already did it in 2016 when they I guess build out Home Capital Group.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to see where the government's going to do next in January. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be pension parties that are going to get together and they're going to start mortgaging out houses. That's what I see happening next.
That's huge. That's like treason against the workers.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen, Mike. It's the only way it's going to work. I don't know anything else that's going to happen, because if you think about it, if everybody's going to be going, now the interest rates went up yesterday or this morning, went up another 25 points. It goes up to, what is it, 1.75, I think?
Yeah.
So an average of 300,000 is an extra $50 a month. So I said to my wife yesterday, I said, who has a $300,000 mortgage in the last 3 years?
Nobody. Everything's like $1 million. $1.1 million in average in Vancouver. $1.1 million, buddy. You're looking at an extra $6,000-7,000 a year.
Yeah. So they don't look at a year, Mike, like me and you. They look at a month. They look at a month, how much they're going to spend every month. So now they're spending 70 to 80% of their income to a house, to a mortgage, and the rest pays everything else. So if you're making $200,000 a year, God bless you, you could survive. But less than that, I don't know what they do. I don't understand how these people drive these brand new Mercedes, like you said, or Jaguars or whatever. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And I blame the government. We bailed out these companies in the past. In 2009, we bailed out Chrysler, and then people say, well, Ford didn't get bailed out. Hold on a second. Let's go back. Ford was bailed out last year. Not bailed out. The government granted them $84 billion on engineers and hiring engineers. I don't know if it's 84 billion, I can't remember, but it was something like that. And this is money that taxpayers have given into. I don't know about you. If your store, God bless, I hope it never happened, but if your store closed, would you be able to get a bailout?
Of course not.
Okay, so in other words, people that can't pay their mortgage is not going to get bailed out. If people would think, if they look at the numbers, that's the problem. Like, nobody looks at numbers. They look at words, but they don't look at the true fact of a number. So we bailed out Bombardier. I think it was 450 million, whatever it is. You divide that into the population of Canada, we'd all be millionaires.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'd all have. If the government took that and invested it into small businesses, and gave small businesses like a 50% grant, where here's 50% of the money, and you have to pay back only 50%. That would grow the private sector, business sector, and more people would be hired. You'd have if the government gave that to every small business, you would have a million jobs right there set up in the next quarter.
Well, just get ready. My next video is going to be a really good one. I'm just working on it now. I haven't done one in a while. I just wanted to get it all together for the information on this. I just want to say hi to a good friend of ours that watches our show. His name's Jose Neto. Mm-hmm. He gave me some information about the Chrysler. He wanted me to do a video, but like I said, I'm like you. I got to do my research before I say anything to make sure I got my I's and T's crossed. The other thing, Mike, is a lot of people are still brainwashed and buying these condos up here in the houses. But I'm going to tell you, as an update up here, there's a guy that actually we've done business with before. He bought this house in 2015, moved in there, beautiful home, just around the corner from me. He got offered, he paid $685 at the time. He got offered $825 from a Chinese investor in 2017, last year in the summer. And what happened was this year, I guess he wanted to move, buy something bigger. His house has been on the market for 2 months.
Yeah. He should have sold when he could have.
That's right. So when Kevin Thompson and everybody else wants to talk, I sold my house, gentlemen. I sold my house at high times. I'm renting from the landlord, and actually the landlord wanted me to buy it back, and I said no. By the way, that's what happened, Mike, last week. He asked me if I wanted to buy it back. I said no.
Yeah.
I said no. I'm not paying for 24 for a townhouse. Sorry, man.
No, of course. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I don't know what else to say, buddy. I just wanted to give you an update, get the show alive again, because like I said, if there's people that are listening and want to call in, please keep it PG, guys. This is like an underground for us to just vent out, bros.
Yeah, guys, keep it PG. I don't want to get this channel flagged for whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've already got a lot.
They tried to shut me down, Mike. Just so you know, 2 weeks ago.
Why?
They sent me, YouTube sent me some because I put up a fake video, and they tried to shut me down, but they couldn't because I didn't use any improper language in that. They just froze me for the day. Then I was back up running because they thought I swore or something. But I don't know. Anyway, I wasn't upset. I got an email. They apologized actually, and they put my channel back up.
Yeah. Okay, brother. I really appreciate you taking the time to call us from your busy day, and tell your wife hi. And we'll definitely.
You too, brother.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
Say hi to the kids, man.
I will, and we hope to see you soon. I might be heading to Toronto next summer to come and see you guys.
Oh, God bless you, buddy.
Okay.
Say hi.
Okay.
Tell Steve, hurry up and call in.
Okay, have a good night.
You too, brother.
Bye. Ciao. So that was Mario DeSetti's there, and calling in from Barrie, Ontario.